Hi, boys and girls. So this week I assigned you a fluency passage that you should be practicing every day with mom or dad or another adult in your house. Now, there are some assignments that go along with that. There'll be things you need to underline and different parts you need to fill in. But what I'm really interested in is your fluency. And so, fluency is the rate that we read at. Now, to be a fluent reader, we not only are going to be able to read well, but we also need to read with comprehension and understand what we read. When you are a fluent reader, you're able to read with expression. So the story doesn't sound like a robot's reading it. I often tell the class that when we are a fluent reader, we're not reading too fast, we're not reading too slow, and we're not reading like a robot. Let me show you what that looks like for just a second. So here's our book, The Doll People, and I'm just going to go back to the very beginning to chapter 1. And in chapter 1, I'm going to show you what it looks like when I try to read too fast. And you can see if this is enjoyable reading. Like, would anybody want to listen to someone read too fast? So, chapter 1, Annabelle Doll's Secret. Annabelle looked around the dollhouse nursery feeling restless. Bobby, she said to her brother, let's play tag. That was too fast. Listen some more to too fast. Bobby Doll was propped up in the corner by the stairway landing in the dollhouse. That was where Kate Palmer had left him before school that morning. That is not enjoyable reading. That's not enjoyable listening. And the biggest problem with reading too fast is you start word guessing. And when we start guessing, it can become a bad habit where we're trying to read so fast that we are just looking at the shape of the word, not actually looking at the letters in the word, and we are just moving on. And the biggest problem with that is it's going to hurt your comprehension. Comprehension is what you remember from the story. We can read something, but we won't necessarily remember it. And really, in the end, why do all the work of reading if you're not going to remember it? So make sure you're not reading too fast. Now, we can also end up reading too slow. When we read too slow, it also hurts our comprehension. So this is what it would sound like if I read too slow. Do you think that's safe? Annabelle asked Bobby. The captain is right outside. And that's too slow. It almost sounds like a robot's reading it. It also didn't have any expression. Now, if I were going to read it just right, it would sound like this. Annabelle didn't have a chance to answer his question. No, it's not safe, Mama Doll called from downstairs. Mama was standing on her head next to the piano, which was where Kate had left her that morning. It was a most uncomfortable position. Notice how I read that with expression. I didn't read it real flat. My voice went up and down at the parts of the story that it should go up and down. So if something's funny, maybe you make it sound funny when you're reading with expression. So please try that this week as you're reading that passage to mom or dad, and you're going to read that every day. So practice every day. Again, it's not a race. So please, when you come to Friday and you're ready to read for me, remember that this is not a race. I am never going to be worried about perfect. I just want to see your best. So make sure you're doing your best and remember to read not too fast, not too slow, and not like a robot. Okay, bye for now, friends.